Former County Commissioner Brian Blair sent me a random email this year. Said, Drew, I had a chance to go watch Tampa Catholic play last Friday night. That Justin Motlow may be one of the best high school players that I've ever seen.
Determination, courage, perseverance. Qualities all athletes acquire to achieve success on their playing field. Sometimes, though, it's what sets them apart that's really a force to be reckoned with. Meet Justin Motlow. He may seem like an average 18-year-old high school senior with a passion for America's pastime, but his roots make for a deeper connection to the game he has grown to know and love. A true American Indian, born and raised near the Tampa, Florida Seminole Indian Reservation, who has made a name for himself playing for the Tampa Catholic football team as a wide receiver and punter. Justin will sport a garnet and gold jersey as a walk-on this summer. He will be the first ever Seminole Tribal member to play for the Florida State Seminoles.
It's something you would have thought we'd have had a long time ago, but evidently we haven't. Never had a Seminole football player on our team. Now, for the first time, we have a football player who is Seminole.
I think it's great. Obviously, our relationship as a university with the tribe has been tremendous throughout my years there and even now as an alum. So I think it's unique. I think it's a moment that's going to be celebrated not only by the tribe, but also as the university move forward with our football team.
Finding out that I'd be the first, like I was in awe, because that's something many people could wish they could do, because it's an honor not for just me but for our whole tribe.
The Seminole Tribe of Florida are a large family unit, deeply connected to their rich history, while consistently striving in the face of adversity. A headstrong group who pride themselves on never signing a peace treaty after the early to mid-18th century Seminole Wars. Justin will represent the tribe's some 3,500 members.
Any father would be super proud for his son to play at the college level after high school, but to be asked to play at a school such as Florida State Division I, it's even more exciting. I mean, words can't describe it.
What happens a lot in Indian country is the youth primarily focuses on, athletics and sports, and they don't focus too much on education. But I think if you take advantage on both sides, both education and sports, I mean, where it can take you is just endless.
A vast margin of the tribe's youth find themselves returning to the reservation after testing the waters out in the real world. Their tight-knit communities make for an extremely difficult transition.
A majority of the reservations out in Indian country are pretty secluded, which doesn't offer, I guess, that insight to Native American athletes out in Indian country, which is very disappointing, because with the great talents, and it's kind of sad to see that going to waste.
I don't think failure is a concern to him. I think he knows he's going to succeed. And if he just stays on the right track, he's gonna do just that.
I believe he has potential to be just an outstanding role model, and to inspire others that are coming along to see the fact that he made it, that they can make it too.
He does a tremendous job in working really hard to get himself ready to play. He is just so strong. He's extremely fast. And like I said, he's got a mental toughness about him that makes him a great football player. And he's one of the most technically sound receivers that I've ever been around.
Quick feet like a running back, able to move and make quick decisions. Very good vision of the field and of everything that's around him, and that is a gift.
Motlow began his football career at the ripe age of 9. He started on the field playing flag football and ultimately became a star player for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders.
The first day he stepped on the field, he just turned out he had great feet and super hands.
Justin was on his way to being a sought-after college recruit during his junior year, averaging 40 yards per punt and named team offensive MVP in 2013. But it was in the spring semester, right before his senior year, that things took a turn for the worst.
It was the second day of spring practice in his junior season, and went up in the air, came down awkwardly on his shoulder, and pile drived his body right through his shoulder.
Motlow separated his shoulder, setting his college football plans back tremendously. Justin was lucky enough to have missed surgery, but that didn't keep him from staying off the field for the entire summer. His hiatus ultimately tarnished his relationship with the coaches who initially had their eyes on him.
A lot of coaches come during the springtime, even just practices, not games, or just practices just to watch, and I wasn't able to practice, so that was a lot of exposure that I should have had, but just wasn't able to due to the circumstance.
And at that time, we had tons of schools from Boise State, Louisville, Cincinnati, from the Ivy Leagues, you know, and they were all over the place.
I had a lot of coaches talking to me saying they loved my film, but that's about as far as it got. It was always, we love your film, we're going to keep an eye on you, and then that's as far as it got.
He literally fell off the radar. I mean, literally, 100%. We didn't go anywhere, and then he finally came back with a vengeance.
Motlow racked up 1,151 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns his senior year. With Justin's help, the Tampa Crusaders were 2014 district and regional champs and tough contenders in the state 3A semifinals. Although the Crusaders came up short to eventual champions Trinity Christian, Motlow received acclaim from his TC coaching staff, being named the offensive MVP for a second year in a row.
It's his modesty, he just has a demeanor about him that you would never know he's as good as he is as a football player just being around him.
You know, he's a extremely hard worker. He makes plays when we need him to make plays, and you know, his just work ethic, I think, you know, it's been underestimated by other people, and they don't realize how hard he works.
After the recruiting prospects got cold, Clarence Motlow reached out to his friend Barry Smith, a former Florida State receiver and member of the Seminoles Hall of Fame. Smith took Motlow's highlight reel to the Florida State coaching staff.
They liked what they saw, so I finally got the chance to talk to the wide receiver coach, Coach Dawsey, on the phone, and he said he liked it, and if everything else didn't work out in the end, they would love to have him on the team as a preferred walk-on.
Justin will walk out there, I believe, more with a celebrity status. Trust me, everyone will know his background, his connection to the tribe, and he'll get embraced. And I think that's the unique part about it, is that's the type of football team that we have. They're embracing, they'll try to help him. Now when it comes to the X and O's and performing on the football field, that stuff gets thrown out, and he's got to go out there and compete and make us better and himself become a better football player.
And it just tells him that he's got more to prove on the football field, and he's ready to do it, and I believe that he will. When he has to fight to prove himself, that's when he comes out shining.
Only time will tell when it comes to what the future holds for Justin Motlow. The spotlight will most definitely be shining bright in his direction this fall. But one thing's for sure, he's already made it among his Seminole people and community.
To be able to be the first Indian to play for the Seminoles, I mean, that itself is amazing, but like that just drives me to want to succeed to the best that I can, because I am representing a whole tribe, and so many people are hoping that I succeed, and that just fuels the fire for me to try, for my desire and drive.
But to see him accomplish this and really kind of accomplish a dream that he's had, to be the first Seminole tribe member to play for that team, is always going to be something special, and I'll carry that forever. I'll carry that for the rest of my life.
I really do hope that his example will just lead the way for many other of our young athletes to catch that vision and fire and realize that when you work really, really hard and give yourself to that athletic endeavor, that they can be successful.
As long as he wanted to keep playing, we were there to support and do everything that we could, and if there was a day that he ever said that he didn't want to play anymore, that was up to him. But he just loves the game and wants to continue.
He's at the right place at the right time all the time, or he'll make it happen. You know, and that's going to be the same way in academics and the walk of life. He wants to be successful. He wants nice things in life. He wants to give back to the community. We've talked about all those things. And he's ready to roll.